Hello, my name is Gabriel from GabakUSA. In this video we're going to talk about the difference between mining on the cloud and mining with your own equipment. Also, I'm going to talk about the difference between Hashflare, Genesis mining, and other things. So I'll show you the substrate that I'm going to talk today, so that way you will see. So like I mentioned before, Hashflare versus Genesis mining, pros and cons, contract duration, mining power, maintenance and fees, and profitability, and where to sell the coin just in case. And I'll show you a little bit about slush pool and Bitcoin pool, so that way you will know a little about all those things. So I'm going to change the camera once again, so that way I'm going to tell you. First I'm going to talk about this, and then later on I'm going to show you my hash power and all the things that I have with all those companies. But I recommend always stay with something that is well known, at least Genesis mining and Hashflare. I know there are a few other companies, but at least those companies that I just mentioned, they have a very good track record, and they work okay. So of course, if you have your own equipment, usually is much better. So first of all, the first thing that you have to keep in mind, the pros and cons. The main thing with Genesis mining is that you can have a contract, let's say that you are using Bitcoin. In this case it will be BTC, just in case if you don't know. So if you are using that and you want a contract with them, it will last forever. So meanwhile the contract is profitable. When it's not, they are going to terminate the contract. And with Hashflare, the bad thing is the contract is just for 1 year, and that's it. So also they charge you some fees for electricity every time that you do some transaction to take your coins out. When you have all your equipment, you don't have any of those issues. So the good thing about these companies is you don't have to worry about electricity, maintenance, and anything like that. Just it works and you sleep better like that. So I'll show you a little bit here. So in this case, I have 100, almost 5 terahashes. So this is the algorithm that if you want to hash this is that, and that's it. The only thing that the bad thing about this is that if you're let's say that you have a contract with them, it will be just for BTC or Bitcoin in this case, and that's it. So you cannot use it for anything else. When you have a Genesis mining, you can use the hash power for any other coin that use the same algorithm. So that is a very good thing. So I'll try to show you here, for instance, the first one. So I have a BTC 50%. Here in this case, as you can see, is 50 hash power that I have here, and I have the other 50 for Bitcoin Cash is the other coin. So that is good. And if you want to use it for something else, well, you can use it for something else. Meanwhile, it's the same algorithm. And I'll show you my order, so that way you will see the price of it, just in case. Here's in the bottom. So as you can see, it says start X date, whatever date it is, and end date it says infinitum or unlimited. So in the other case, it's just 2 years for the other coins, in case if you want to, mine those things. And I tried first one with this one, 2 mega hashes, here 60 hashes, and have a few free because it's when people use my code. So if you want, I'll try to leave everything in the video description. Also, they will give you some kind of discount when you use my code. So if you want, you can see the contract and all those things. So here I'm going to show you here the same thing. You have a script. You have, if you want mine Ethereum, you can do it as well. And here I have some with Dash. It was just a test like a few months ago. And as you can see, that you will see, for instance, here I have a Zencash. In this case, I think I bought like $400 or something like that. So this is the revenue forecast. So as you can see, $3 a day, and it will be like $1,000 at the end of the year, as you can see here. And with the other one, I'm going to show you here. In this case, when now the Bitcoin is low, but when it used to be like 16 or 20,000, that was another story. So here I'm getting like almost $92 a day, but remember they take like 17%. And here, as you can see, at the end of the year, it will be like 33,000, at least with the price. Today is about $11,000, so it's not that much. But you know, over time also the power, I mean the difficulty will increase, and those are the things. So if you are wondering, okay, how much is this? If you now that the Bitcoin is about $10,000, it will be about $3,000. So that I have here. You can withdraw if you want to, or you can reinvest. If you reinvest, I don't like much this thing, because you will have to stop it manually, otherwise it will be reinvesting all the time, and each time it reinvests, it buys more hash power. I think if you start with maybe a couple of $100, that would be good, and if you want to reinvest it all the time. But other than that, when you invest a lot, you have to keep in mind that at some point you have to recoup your money. So here is the code. So at least at this time, they're giving you a 10%. So if you want to use that code, that is fine. And if you want to buy the hash power, here you can choose the different algorithm that I just mentioned before. For instance, if you want to buy like 100 terahashes, you will see it's about 18,000. At least this is the price now. It used to be a little bit cheaper before, but that is what you will have to spend. So at least I didn't spend that much, but I mean at that time. So what I did was reinvesting. So I had like 60 terahashes, and over time I got the 100 that you see. But you know, it's money that you don't see at the time. So also, like I mentioned in my other video, so if you're going to invest in these kind of things, invest money that you are able to lose. I mean, if you're thinking, well, no, I don't want to lose any money, too bad. You're going to lose money either way. Otherwise, it depends on the country where you are, but most of the countries, they have inflation, and your money will be losing. The buying power will be less each year. Even here in US, there is like a inflation of 3%. So every year you will be losing money, every day a little bit, but at the end of the year it will be 3% less. And if you can invest your money, great. If you don't like these things, like I mentioned before, invest what you're willing to lose in these kind of things. So if you want to invest maybe in real estate, or maybe something else that is tangible, that you can resell to the most, I mean, you will have more people willing to buy a real estate property than the cryptocurrency. But other than that, I want you to be wise with your money. So don't put all your savings here. So just start little by little, and you can keep growing like that. I think that is the best option. So I'm going to show you here Genesis mining. So as you can see, okay, this is the contract I showed you before. The only thing that you have to keep in mind with this is, let's say, for the terms and service, let's say if for instance, if with hash flares, if for 20, as you can see, during the consecutive 21 days, the payout and fees will be temporarily stopped. And what it means is basically if the price crash or something like that, they will not be mining until it start being profitable again. And with hash Genesis mining, I think is kind of the same, but for 60 days, and it may change. I mean, it's like everything else, it may change over time, so make sure to read the terms and service just in case. If I think with Genesis mining, maybe I'm mistaken, but if they have more than 60 days and they are not getting and the money is not profitable or something like that, they will terminate the contract and you will lose your money. But you know, like I mentioned before, these things may change. Just make sure that you are reading all those things. So the contract duration, like I mentioned before, Hashflare is 1 year, the other one is 2 years, depending on the mining, of the coin, and for Bitcoin in that case is forever. And for Hashflare is about 17% when you take money out on the maintenance and all those things. I mean, you should read it, like I said before, because it changed over time. So the main thing that you have to keep in mind is, even if you're thinking, well, it costs maybe the same like buying a mining machine and all those things, well, it might, yeah, but they will charge you, fees for everything. So it will be for a short period of time. So if you can have it in your place, better. If you want to have it in my installations, in my facilities, just let me know. I can rent you a place for your mining machines if you want to. Also, if you want to have a rig or something like that, I can do the same thing. If you want me to build a rig, send it to you, test it, whatever, or make it work in my facilities, I can do that for you. So I'm going to talk about where to sell and buy the coin, just in case. Also, I'm going to show you the other thing. So here in this case, my farm, so that way you can see it. The good thing about, for instance, Gemini is when you buy, you can buy and you can select how much are you willing to sell and to buy. Here is buying and here is selling, so you can choose. That is a good thing. And here in contract with Coinbase, you sell it to whatever they are willing to pay, and that's it, to the market value, and that's it. I mean, Coinbase is just for those people who, don't know much, want something simple. The good thing about them is they have many coins. Against the other one is just Ethereum, Bitcoin, and that's it. Here you have Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Litecoin. That is a good thing. Here I'm going to show you. This is my mining facilities. So I have all at least with Bitcoin, right? I have another machines for Dash and Litecoin, but I will try to show you maybe in another pool. So as you can see, this is working just fine, and it will just pay out automatically. That is a good thing. So you don't have to do anything with that. Here you can see the workers and another thing. So if you want, you can have everything here, I mean in your facilities or whatever, and all your money will be for you. So in this case, the slush pool, they charge you like 2%. If you want something free, you can use, I'll show you this one. So in this case, as you can see, it says 100% block reward, 0 fees. So if you want that is good. The bad thing about Bitcoin pool is that they don't have any app for your phone, so you have to go to their website to check everything. And one of the good thing is that it will switch between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, so that is a good thing. Also, if you want to buy hash power from them, you can do it. Usually it's more expensive than the other companies that I shall show you before, but okay, that is what you get. And I'm going to show you. So if you're wondering, okay, the thing is with the machines, like I mentioned before, for maybe Bitcoin or something else, the thing is those machines are getting, are saturating the market. So if you can get the rig, much better, like this, for instance. If you can get something like this, you can mine any other coin and you don't have to worry about it. So usually you will have more freedom. Worst case scenario, you can sell all those parts as PC parts, you know, and that's it. And in the other case, you will use the other miners as for, you know, like a paperweight, and that's it. So if you're wondering, okay, how much can I make? For instance, here with all the hashing power that I have around 300. So as you can see, at least now that the price is low, so that is what I'm getting every day, and at the end of the year that will be all you're getting. So this is what you see here. I mean, if you're thinking, well, that is great, amazing, but like I mentioned before in my other videos, is like the files on your computer. You cannot have just one file in one place. You have to have a duplicate or triplicate of everything, otherwise you don't have data, because if your computer crash, you're doomed. So basically, so what I'm trying to say with this is you cannot rely in one source of income. Always have 2, 3, 4, 5 sources of income, just in case. For instance, in my case, I provide consulting, also I sell products, I sell computer classes, also I make websites, just in case if you want to, I can help you with that. Also I have YouTube as revenue, I have this that I just show you, so I have many things going on at the same time, so that way you don't rely in one thing. So if you're an employee, for instance, you have one boss, that's it. If your boss get tired of you or something like that, you lose your income. So that is what I'm saying. It's always better to be an entrepreneur, so that way you have many customers. If one customer say, oh, you know, I don't want your service anymore or something like that, you will say, okay, no problem, I have 200 more customers that they will provide some kind of source of income. So that is my take in these things. As usual, if you want to buy my other classes about how to become a computer technician, maybe networking, Linux, or whatever else, or mining, I'll try to leave you in the video description of course my website, so you can go buy it and you can learn and do your mining facility, or if you want to mine on the cloud or whatever else. I have videos that are exclusive for people who, of course, who buy my classes. So I hope you have enjoyed this class. As usual, if you have any question, leave me in the section below. If you want me to make any other video about any other subject, please write it down and I'll see what I can do. Thank you for everything and see you next time. Bye.